Hey everyone. Um, so of course it's not clickbait. This is not saying anything about the whole fiasco with oh, I'm gonna come back sooner or anything like that. As I said in the title, I quit. I'm not really feeling that much of the energy enthusiastic kind of guy that I am anymore. I want to move on with my life and everything that's been going on. Um, but personally, I think that this video is to say the reasons why I quit, what do I do to quit, and will I be coming back in the future, or what makes this change all of a sudden. So let's first get off to the why, right? Because the reason why is that I wanted to feel more happiness within myself. And I appreciate all of you guys, the game shows, the Twitch, um, a couple other social media platforms out there, I guess. And this, if you were like wondering, because like it's kind of scared my mother back in the day, maybe it scared my brother too. That I think this is that the post I made last time through TikTok, Blue Sky and X. They were scared if this was a suicide thing. No, no, this is no way any suicide thing. I promise you that. Um, but what I will say though is it's just a matter of I'm just willing to focus on my future and everything. And there's a lot on my plate right now that I could just do better off than um I mean I'll still do some things, well, I'll explain in a bit. But and I just wanted to move on with my life because I feel like there was to the point where I feel like I wanted to have a family and have kids and and my love for Star. And I honestly um think that there are some things that I'm a little conflicted about. And if you want to talk to me, Star, if you're still there, I'll talk to you in DMs and Discord. How much I feel about our relationship and if you want to still continue and all. Um, but I'm to the point where I should have approached fatherhood, even though I am a Gen Z. And it really sucks for me because I was born in 1997, and I was unfortunate to. I don't know if I feel unfortunate to be born in that year, but at the same time, it's like I wish I could have been able to have more simpler things in, like, let's say, have a job, go to college, um, have kids, have a family and all that stuff. And it's really hard because I really wanted to be able to feel where I belong and just go through the distance, I guess. If you guys didn't know, over 6 months ago, or actually over 7 months ago now, since this happened in the uh last half a year, I guess. It's been half a year now. I was at the hospital, um, from just from bacterial meningitis, which was E. coli, and it was a very rare disease, extremely rare disease, in fact, that happened. Um, and I after that, I've been doing a lot of reflecting, and I'm not sure how long I'll be able to like live after that. But what I do know is that I want to make the most of it, and I really want to be able to just have the best and bright future that I really want to have, like within, because my job training and everything. I wanted to get a job. I wanted to make money. I have a still my starter car. I haven't sold it apparently. And I still really want to do all this stuff where I'm gonna be able to get my license, get my job, and everything. And it's hard to be able to keep the two aspects of like online versus IRL life, you know what I mean? So like I feel like I need to take a priority on that, and there's just some precautions I need to make. So that's the reason why. Now what decided to make this change, if that's what you're wondering. Um you ever get the feeling where back in the day games just were more about fun and not about microtransactions? You ever get the feeling about, um, like, there was no worry about live service, there was no worry about shitting in the game, you could just play the game at the old times whenever you like. There was no corrupted remakes where they were just pretty much all like, at least somewhat bad, so pretty much really bad, and where they just don't listen to the player base. Do you remember the time where there was no predatory actions within online and drama? There was no picking sides. There was no left or right. There was just the United States or whatever country you're from, and I really respect that. Um, and it's hard for me to be able to comprehend how people have to live in this hostile environment and whenever just people that don't feel happy with each other and everything like that. And if I had one advice to say to those people, is that you focus on your own life, you ignore them. You just basically try your best, your goddamn best, to make things more about you. And that's what you can do. And you know, because they're focusing everything on picking sides or taking too much energy of yourself, it's just not worth it. Now, as for the games, don't get me wrong, I still have my love and fair share of games. I still want to play my games like, like my childhood and everything like that, and everything that I love. Like I love Fallout. I love, the games where I'm socializing with people, just having a good time. And it was nothing to do with money wise, like microtransactions and all that shit, like predatory shit, like card packs and all. Like I'm talking to you as 101. Um, and you know, and it's just I really want to go back to the roots where um I feel like that things were much more simpler, and I think there's just a lot of complications within online right now, and that's where I just need to take a step back and focus on life, and even though I am a bisexual dude, and even though I don't really relate with the LGBTQ plus people, I really don't, because all of the toxicity and everything that goes on saying that the movement and they just want to push it forward and force it. It's just not healthy. It really isn't. And it's just everything that's being like just seeming that's unnatural just doesn't feel right. It really doesn't. And I feel like that like with people trying to say these things, um, like because this is all in my mind and everything like that. And I'm pretty sure that with whatever's going on in your life, you could probably feel the same way, or you just wanted to be able to, make the most of it where you can, and it's really hard for me. I suffered into depression last night and thinking about these things, making that post, and I was completely broken. I just don't want to fight. I don't want any more drama anymore. I'm done. Like I really am done. So if there's any more things I left out, I'll probably put in the comment section. Um, but where does this leave us? The final verdict. As I might want to make this like a 10-minute video or something like that. Um, so the streaming first off on Twitch, I think it is best that I fully retire and I'm not coming back to streaming anymore because it takes so much mentality of myself and the streaming wise and how toxic the environment can be sometimes, like with the drama and the people, sometimes even within. So I'm going to stream entirely. Gaming wise, I'll still be there. And then social media, I think I'll be on Discord still a lot. But in terms of like making posts or anything, like let's say or reposts from Twitter, X, or any other virtual stuff, like let's say TikTok, it's gonna be very, very limited. It's gonna be very, very short. It's not gonna be that much. It's probably if not at all, but we'll see. Um But anyway, this is Eclipse Aragon, and I'm not going to be making content again. I'm not going to be making content. I'm not going to be streaming anymore. I'm done. I just can't take this off my mind anymore. But that's all I wanted to say. And for the last time, this is Eclipse Aragon. I'll see you later. Peace out.